Our last time together at Leadership Network in Dallas, our team sat down and we established some goals. One of them was to open a Sylvania campus, and that's been set aside because that building deal fell through. The second goal was to open a South Toledo campus. That is underway, and we're really excited about that. That is right on track. Another thing that we talked about was this idea of transforming Toledo. So over the long term, we wanted to, as Kevin Penry talked about at Life Church, you know, he challenged us to ask the question, can we really move citywide metrics? I mean, can our church move the poverty metric down? Can our church move the violence metric down? We were really intrigued by that whole thought, and we said, man, that's a long-term process. And so we're moving down that road. We think it's a slow road. We're talking about a lot of different things right now. We're doing what we hope is the largest food drive ever in the history of Northwest Ohio to stock food banks. We're going to get involved with some schools. We were counseled by some of the guys that were at the Leadership Network conference with us to just sort of take off, you know, bite off little bites at a time, not try to, again, change the whole city in one fell swoop. And so we're looking at partnerships with schools and other community organizations that are already sort of up and running and making a difference, and seeing if we can come alongside of them and bring the gospel with us. Then we also talked about our goal for Multisite Revolution in Honduras, and we think that started, and we're well on our way. But what we're really challenged by at Cedar Creek is the lack of resources. And we hear a lot of churches talk about it, but when we've compared ourselves to other churches, it appears that like our per capita giving is, I mean, it's the lowest I've seen of so-called mega churches. We're, you know, about $750 a person a year. Average mega church in America is about $2,300. So we've seen some that are as low as $1,000, but most are like in that $1,000 to $2,500 range. We understand that we're the 8th poorest city in America, at least Toledo is. We have 25% of the population is at the poverty level. So we get that. But then we're wondering also, are we missing something? And so we're thinking and praying and talking about ways to raise the giving in our church. And so that's, I think, the biggest challenge that we face, because we are talking about a Sylvania campus down the road. Right now we have an opportunity. In fact, we've been offered, or it hasn't been an official offer, but there's 37,000 square feet that we think is going to be presented to us if we can come up with the money. And so that's our challenge.